away, ball one. 1-0 goes the count. As Braden looks in. Bottom of the first inning. Kaufman digs in from that left side. Braden checks back on the runner at second. That's Ruiski. Pitch on the way, and this one popped up. Brett Gardner rolls over. Who's going to call for it? And Brett has that one get away. And that is going to hold him up at third. So nobody scores. Nope. Puts runners at second and third. So runner had to stay back as he had Brett Gardner, thought he could catch that, so the runner stayed back.
I don't know if it was miscommunication or who called somebody off, or
looked like he tried to go for a basket catch there.
Just bounced off his palm and right out.
Brett had to cover a lot of ground to get to that ball. Pitch on the way, a swing and miss. Ball gets away from Eli. 0-1 goes the count. Eli able to run it down, get it back to Braden. Runners stay put. Runners at second and third.
Daniels steps in.
As Daniels digs in from the right side. Daniels the catcher for the Hollister Tigers. Looks in, pitch on the way, and this one grounded to short and takes a hop. And everybody's safe. A run comes in. And Panthers, after a couple of errors here, have gave up a run. Started off with a double. What looked like was going to be a 6-3.
Looked good all the way till it kicked off his heel. No outs.
No outs, runners on the corners. Here comes Huck, batting in the cleanup spot. Eli's going to step up. Makes the call, gets back behind the plate. Runners on the corners. No outs still. Bottom of the first inning. Panthers have gave up a run here in the bottom of the first. Braden looks in, checks off over at first. Pitch on the way. This one low and between the legs of Eli. Runners coming home. Have another one round second, head to third. So that'll put runners over at a runner at third. No outs. And Panthers are down 2-0. Coach Richardson wants to take this time to talk it over. As Coach Richardson comes out, we'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers trail by 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Still no outs. Braden Hoy on the mound. Couple of errors here in the bottom of the first, and now Hollister has a runner standing at third. Couple have come in. Started off with a double from Ruiski. Then Kaufman on with an error out there in right field. Daniels gets on with an error at short. Now Huck's at the plate.
Excuse me.
Huck batting from the left side, plays first base, wears the number 19. Back in the box as Hoy looks in. And it's there for strike one. I'm sure Coach Richardson had to come out and say, hey, let's reset this. Calm down, make your pitches. Try to refocus them a little bit.
Yeah, you got to, that's tough.
Braden looks in, pitch on the way. Curveball there, strike two.
Nice looking curveball, too. A lot of loop to it.
I thought he threw that really well last year, too. Did a good job keeping him off balance. 1-2 goes the count. As Braden looks in.
First two-strike count he's had.
Braden comes set. Pitch on the way and misses outside. Eli comes up, looks down the third base line. Runner gets back.
Like he was trying to get him to chase there. Something out of the zone.
2-2 goes the count. No outs as Hoy looks in. I think Tim and the team has got us up and going now. Pitch on the way, and that just misses outside. Full count. As Huck steps back in, Braden looks in. Full count, runner stands at third. Looks in, pitch on the way.
There it is.
There's strike three, gets him looking.
First out of the game for the Panthers here. Bet you that's got to feel good. That's a little bit of relief, don't you think?
Yeah. Caleb Donathan comes up to the plate. Plays out in right field. Where's the number 18? Bats from the right side.
One away here in the bottom of the first, 2-0. Hollister.
Shows bunt. Gets it. Looks him back. Throw down to first.
Nice
gets it to Hutzel.
play.
A good play there by Braden Hoy to look that runner back to third and then turn and make the throw.
High baseball
2 outs
IQ.
gone. Grounds him into a 1-3.
Gotta love it. It's going to bring up number 1.
As Y comes up to the plate, he's DHing for Beebe.
Who's on first? Y's on second.
Y digs in from the right side. 2 outs gone. Runner stands at third. Braden looks in. And wraps that one back behind him.
A little tight there, a little tight. He said just a bit inside.
Looks like we are going to have a runner come in for Daniels over at third. Daniels is the catcher with there being 2 outs. Allow him to get his gear put on. As Braden looks in. 1-0 count, 2 outs gone. Y stands at the plate. Eli sets him up to the inside. Pitch on the way, and that one hits him.
Just a little bit too far inside.
I'll bring Carpenter up to the plate.
2 outs here.
Excuse me, Beebe. Who is Y coming? Who is Y DHing for?
That's a good question.
Beebe digs in. Runners on the corners for him as Hoy looks in. 2 outs gone. Braden checks off. Comes set. Eli sets him up. Pitch on the way. And inside fastball there for strike 1.
He's getting that call on the inside corner there. He just needs to keep pounding it.
0-1 count. I think he tried to on the last batter.
Yeah,
but
it's just a little too far in there.
He hit the batter. 0-1 goes a count. Braden looks in. Already got the lights on here at the ballpark. Pitch on the way. This one chopped.
Oh,
this one could be trouble. The throw in time. Got him. Grounds him into a 6-3. Good play by Harker. That ball was dangerous as he runs up on it, able to make the throw to first. Grounds him into the 6-3, and the Panthers get out of the first inning, only giving up 2 in what could have been a huge disaster here in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the top of the second. Coming up for the Panthers, Peterson, Harker, Gardner. We'll send it back. You're listening to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. .99. Sam Peterson coming up, the senior third baseman, leading it off for the Panthers. Batting from the right side. On deck will be Harker, wearing the number 21. And then you'll see Cale Gardner. Pitch on the way as this one is
low.
Just low. 1-0.
2-0 the score here. Tigers up in the top.
Kaufman was dealing in the first. Struck out 2, got another to ground out. Went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. Pitch on the way. That one just missed him.
Hey, you know what you forgot to talk about at the end of the last inning here?
What's that?
The very athletic stretch from Hutzel.
Yeah, it was very athletic. 2-0 count, pitch on the way. That one's there at the knees. Strike one called on the fastball. 2-1 as Kaufman looks in. Daniel set him up. Pitch on the way to Peterson and missed inside. 3-1 goes the count. Just find a way to get on base. Just need base runners, get things back and a moving here. Kaufman looks in, gives the nod. Pitch on the way from the lefty. Misses high. Ball four. Sam Peterson draws a walk.
And we've got a base runner.
Brings Harker up to the plate. Harker wearing the number 21, shortstop for the Panthers, as he'll dig in from the right side. Harker, another sophomore for these Panthers.
Another one of those kids that seems like he's been playing baseball since forever ago.
Sam takes his lead over at first. They'll go to the pickoff move at first. Sam's back and safe.
Plenty of time there for Sam.
On deck is Cale Gardner. Let's see, Cale, then Eli. Looks in as Sam takes his lead. Pitch on the way as this one just catches the inside corner, strike one.
Waiting on the play.
Kaufman doing a good job of kind of painting those corners. That one there just catches that low and inside corner. That's a tough pitch to deal with.
Yeah, he throws pretty hard, too.
Yep. Checks off, looks in, pitch on the way, a swing and miss. Sam is safe. Going to the pickoff move, and Sam had a good break on it, but has to get back.
That was a fastball right down the middle, too. There was no way he was laying off of that.
Yep. Harker steps back in and an 0-2 count. Sam takes his lead over at first. He's on due to the walk. Pitch on the way. Misses outside. Gets away from the catcher. Sam moves up. So he moves 90 feet up, puts a runner in scoring position back at second. Let's see if Harker can find the gap.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. No outs here.
Down by 2. We're in the top of the second inning as the Panthers are on the road at Hollister.
Got to get some offense going here.
Checks off, looks in, pitch on the way, swing and miss. Strike 3 for Harker.
First out of the top of the second here.
Third strikeout of the day for Kaufman.
He's been dealing.
Here comes Cale Gardner. Gardner batting from the left side, wearing the number 2, playing out in left field for the Panthers. As Cale digs in. Kaufman looks in. Looks back and gave a little fake there to Sam to get him back to the bag. 1 out gone. Runner stands at second. Cale at the plate. And now he goes to the pickoff at second. Runner is back and safe. Eli Golden on deck.
I mean, you'd think we were at a negative temperature game looking out there to see all the fans dressed.
Yeah. That wind today.
It's
just chilly enough. Pitch on the way. Says it's there for a strike.
It was awfully low.
Pitch count goes 0-1 to Cale. Cale steps back in. Digs in as Kaufman looks in to Daniels. Daniels sets up to that outside. Sam takes his lead. Pitch on the way. This one in the same spot as the last one, but called low. 1-1. 1-1 count, 1 out gone. Kaufman checks off back at second, looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one back to the shortstop, off the second hop, goes to third and gets that lead runner.
Sam Peterson tagged out at third there.
So Cale will be safe at first as he grounds into a fielder's choice. Sam thrown out at third base.
2 away here for the Panthers in the top of the second, down 2-0.
Brings Eli Golden up to the plate. Eli, the catcher, another sophomore for the Panthers, digs in from the right side. Runner takes his lead. That's Cale at first. Gets back. He's safe. Two outs gone as Eli steps in. On deck, number 27, Deaton. He is DHing for Brett Gardner. Pitch on the way, and that one's there for strike one. Caught the outside part of the plate there as Eli steps back in. 0-1 count, 2 outs gone. Runner stands at first for the Panthers. We're in the top of the second inning, down by 2-0. Kaufman looks in, checks off on the runner. Looks back in, pitch on the way, jammed him. This one fouled off. Kaufman up 0-2 here, as he's done a good job staying ahead of the batters.
Man, if we were playing at home, that would have been somebody's windshield.
For sure, yeah. You're really going to have to get a hold of one to get a windshield here. It's going to have to be over the fence.
Hey, but it did affect where we parked when we got here.
Yeah, parked a little further down just in case. 0-2. 0-2, 2 outs gone, runner at first. Kaufman looks in, Eli Golden at the plate. Pitch on the way, and this one
off the heel of the glove.
Well, it was covered up over at first anyway, so it was the third strike. It was dropped, but covered up at first, and that's how they'll go down here in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Panthers trail by 2. Coming up, see what we've got coming up. Carpenter, Brotherton, and then back to the top of the order as we send it back. You're listening to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Still waiting on Eli Golden to come out as he was the last batter there in the top of the second inning. So Braden getting warmed up. Here comes Eli. Braden in a little bit of a jam there in the first, but was able to pitch out of it and help from some good defense. Good stretch by Hutzel, as you mentioned, but a good play by Harker at short. Had a couple of errors there in the first. Hopefully the first game jitters have gotten out of the way. I mean, you hope to work through those in the Jamboree, but it's first game of the season.
It just seems like that, that was the case. Come out and pitch. I thought he, threw a good selection of pitches there in the first. They were just ripping him.
Yeah.
And then not very good defense behind him led to the runs.
As Carpenter coming up to the plate, wears the number 35. Carpenter plays at third base. Brotherton on deck, who plays out in left field wearing the number 11. As we get through that, we'll then go to the biggest third
baseman I've ever seen.
Then you'll be back to the top of the order with Ruiski, who led this off with a double. They've got a bunch of lefties in the lineup. Here comes Carpenter. He bats from the left side as well. As Carpenter steps in, Braden ready to go to work as he looks in. Eli back behind the plate, passing him the sides. Panthers defense ready to go. Braden looks in, pitch on the way from the right-hander, misses outside, 1-0. 1-0 goes to count as Braden ready to go back to work, looks in. Eli set it up, pitch on the way from Braden. High and in, 2-0 goes to count. 2-0. Leadoff batter at the plate is number 35, Carpenter, third baseman. And this one misses high and away, 3-0. As Carpenter will probably be on the take here.
Well, he was trying to get the curveball there and just didn't break.
Looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one there for strike one gets away from Eli.
That's got to be hard to take.
Yep.
When you're 3-0 and it comes right down the middle.
Yep. 3-1. Carpenter steps back in. Sets up, pitch on the way from Braden. Catches the outside corner, strike two. He's come back to fill this count up, give himself a shot. It's a 3-2 count, nobody on. Leadoff man at the plate. Digs in, pitch on the way. This one fouled off. What's that over there by the restrooms and such?
A long way over that way.
Yep. Count's full. Carpenter at the plate for Hollister. Pitch on the way from Braden, and this one also fouled off. He spoils another one.
Looking for the payoff here.
As Carpenter digs back in. Carpenter batting in the 8-hole, wearing the number 35, leading off here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way. Ooh, just missed.
Sends him down to first.
Went with that curveball to try to catch that outside corner. Just missed it. As he walks the leadoff, brings Brotherton up to the plate, wearing the number 11, plays out in left field. We'll have a runner come in here for Carpenter. So 6 comes in to run for him.
We're going to get, oh, he's just stepping out to have a conversation now. Is there getting a little change in the lineup there?
Just bringing in the pinch runner, swapping Carpenter out, bringing in 6 there to run the bags for him. As Brotherton digs in from the right side. Runner stands at first, no outs. Panthers down by 2. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Braden Hoy on the mound. Shows bunt. That one spiked. Runner moves up 90 feet. That one was about 3 feet out in front of the plate. Braden was more worried when he seen him going bunt. It's like he's just more worried about breaking to try to get up and make a play on that ball. And in doing so, he spiked it. 1-0. Braden looks in. Eli sets him up. Checks off back at second. Looks in. Shows bunt again. This one low and away. Pitch count goes 2-0.
Just having a hard time locating that one.
Yep. Two-0 count. Braden checks off. Looks back into Eli. Runner stands at second. Swing and miss inside. One off speed there. Pitch count goes 2-1.
Yeah, it definitely had him confused as to what was coming there. Pulled the speed off of it and just watched him with it.
2-1 count. Braden looks back in. Pitch on the way. Shows bunt again. This one bunted back to Braden. The throw to first pulls him off the bag. Runner's going to come in as he was advancing up to third. It's in bobbled out in right field. Runner moves up to second base. Another error.
That's 3 in the game so far. Makes it 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Hollister leads.
Yep.
Is that your Stanley, Tim?
Ruiski comes up. Runner stands at second for him. He yanked the double last time out there in the left field. This one misses inside. 1-0.
Missed him barely.
Braden looks in. Eli's. Ruiski steps back in. Runner takes his lead at second. It's a 1-0 count. Braden checks off on the runner back at second. Looks back in. Pitch on the way. And just misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes, no out here in the bottom of the second.
Braden comes set, looks back. Eli sets it up, pitch on the way. Misses outside. 3-0 count to the leadoff man, Ruiski. Again, he had a double back in the first inning, last inning. Ruiski steps back in from the right side. Pitch on the way, misses in, ball 4, puts him at first and second now. So walk the first batter. Had the error to the second batter, now walks the third batter, and back into a jam here in the bottom of the second inning. Panthers trail it by 3, 3-0 the score in the bottom of the third inning.
You got to let him work through it.
Runners take a lead. Braden comes set, checks off, looks in. Kaufman at the plate. Last time had the error out in right field. He
outside again.
Kaufman, the pitcher, a left-handed batter. Pulled one into right center last time. That was dropped. Kaufman digs in. Braden comes set. Looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one grounded, but took a goofy hop off the mound and gets out into right field. And that's going to drive a couple in.
Well, you want to talk about just goofy things happening to the Panthers here in the first 2 innings.
Brings just the one in, puts them at the corners. Thought they were going to send a second.
Just kicked off the mound and flew way away from the second baseman.
Well, this turf field, if you look, there's a kind of an edge on that mound right there. It goes around. It just caught that, and when it did, it took a goofy hop. Yeah. And tough play there for Murphy over at second base. It just
Murph was heading
hopped
one
right
way
around him.
the other.
Yeah. Braden looks in, down by 4 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Looks in to Eli, shows bunt, pitch on the way, misses low and away. The throw down to first. Tag is not there. Good throw there by Eli, though. Put it in a good spot.
Stepping back in now.
Daniels steps up, pitch on the way. Runner moves up 90 feet, throw down to third, runner's back in time. Puts runners at second and third.
Two balls, no strikes, the count. We're still in the bottom of the second here. 2 runs have scored this inning, making it 4-0.
Daniels digs in. Again, he was on last time after the error at short. Pitch on the way, misses.
And curveball just not breaking back in.
Still looking for our first out here in the bottom of the second inning. Down 4-0. Pitch count 3-0. Braden looks in. Sets up, pitch on the way. And just catches the outside corner. Strike 1 as he gets a call there.
Man.
3-1 goes the count. Braden Hoy looks in. Braden checks off, looks in, pitch on the way.
There you go.
And gets it in there. Strike 2.
Full count.
Talking to Coach Richardson today, he thought the limit for Braden was maybe 70 to 75 pitches. He didn't want to overextend him in this first game. This one popped up into foul territory. Huntzel over and can't make the play in foul territory. And it is just one of those days for the Panthers so far.
Lost it in the sun over there. Keeps the count full.
Daniels comes up to the plate. And a full count. Runners at second and third for him as he digs in. Batting in the 3-hole. Braden looks in. Pitch on the way. Checks at it. Strike 3.
That's 2 away. Or nope, 1 out.
Yep, just 1 gone. And here comes the cleanup man, Huck. Huck struck out in his last at bat. He went down looking. Has Donathan on deck. Donathan grounded into a 1-3. So.
Well, let's get out of it here, Braden.
Braden looks in. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. It's there. Strike 1 called. 0-1. Seems like the command is better on his off-speed stuff right now. As Braden looks in, Eli sets him up in an 0-1 count. Braden comes set, looks in, pitch on the way, goes fastball away, the throw down to third, runners back and safe. Eli trying to gun one out down there.
got an arm on him.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was a really good throw down the first baseline earlier. He put it right where it needed to be. Pitch on the way. This one a slow roller, but it's going to get through out into left field. Just out of reach for the shortstop. The throw coming in, safe. Runner moves up to second.
I don't know if Hoy would have not cut it off there. It would have been a play at the plate.
I thought Kell had a good throw on that coming to the plate. Braden steps up to cut it off and not able to hold on to it. Ball bounces away from him. But it looked like Kell had a good throw on it.
I think if he lets it go through, there's a play at the plate.
That drives in 2 runs. Runner stands back at second.
Makes it 6-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Donathan comes up to the plate. Donathan wearing the number 18. Plays right field. Runner stands at second. Last time grounded into a 1-3. Pitch on the way, and this one sent out to center field.
That's way
carrying, and it is back. That will drive in 1. Unger goes back, makes the throw in. Round second, heads to third, and hold up at third base.
Man.
That is a stand-up triple as he finds a lot of space out there in right center all the way back to the fence.
He was coming if the coach didn't hold him up over there. Then it would have been a real close play at the plate had he went.
Here comes Coach Richardson, and it may be time for a change. Panthers down by 7, still just 1 out gone in the second inning. So we'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Country 99. Panthers trail it by 7. Score here 7-0. Bottom of the second inning. As these Hollister Tigers, they've put the bat on the ball. I thought we might go to an early change here, but Coach Richardson staying with Braden.
And the umpire made the slow roll out there to the mound to break it up.
Yeah, give him a little time. That last batter with a stand-up triple RBI. Y comes up to the plate. As Y digs in, he was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Braden looks in, pitch on the way. Fastball's there, strike 1. 0-1 goes the count. Panthers trail it by 7.
Can you see the pitch count?
Yep, 0-1.
Yeah. Not what I meant, but all right.
Pitch on the way. I don't know what else the pitch count is.
How many pitches the pitcher has pitched in the game? They have it up there on the scoreboard, but I can't see it because the sun's shining on it.
0-2 goes the count.
You said it. You're always so mean to me.
Looks in, pitch on the way. Fastball there, gets him looking. Strike 3.
We'll take it.
Now let's see if we can get another one.
Got to get out of this inning. 2 outs here.
Here comes Beebe. He grounded into a 6-3 in his last at bat.
Tigers have scored 5 in this inning.
Eli sets him up, pitch on the way, and just missed. Ball 1.
Stay low and inside.
1-0 goes the count. Braden looks in to Eli. Runner stands at third. Comes set, pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner with a fastball. Strike 1. 1-1 goes the count. Braden looks in. Comes set. Eli passes him the signs. Pitch on the way. Low and away. Ball 2. Runner stays put as that one popped away from Eli. Quickly recovers. 2-1 count. And talking to Richardson today, he had kind of mentioned maybe 70 to 75 pitches. I don't know exactly where Braden's at in this.
He's got to be getting up there.
Pitch on the way.
Oh, that's strike.
Catches the inside corner, strike 2. Got to wrap that one around him, too. It was coming right at the batter, broke in, caught the inside corner. 2-2 count, 2 outs gone. Runner at third. Braden looks in. Pitch on the way.
Right there.
Just missed. Ball 3.
Stay low for ball 3. Yep. Full count now. 2 outs.
Counts full. Runner at third. Beebe at the plate. Pitch on the way. Misses in, and the ball gets away. That's going to bring in another run for Hollister.
That'll make it 8-0 Tigers.
Scores on a wild pitch. Beebe draws the walk. That'll bring Carpenter up to the plate. Carpenter, who led this off, they've batted all the way around.
Yep.
As Carpenter digs in from the left side. He started this off by walking. Checks off, looks in, pitch on the way. And misses. Ball 1. 1-0 count.
Now we don't have anybody up throwing.
I can't see the bullpen over there. Looks in, pitch on the way. Inside corner, strike 1. And visiting today, thought maybe you'd see Briar Parsons, maybe Sam Peterson. Yeah, you've got somebody over there
they're
throwing.
throwing. Yeah.
I'd say it's probably Briar warming up. 1-1 count, 2 outs gone. Braden looks in, pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 2 runner. Got him! Good throw there by Eli Golden to throw him out back at second. Gets us out of the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top of the third. Panthers down 8-0. As we send it back, you're listening to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 8-0 the score here. So we go to the top of the third inning. Coming up here for the Panthers will be Deaton as he leads it off. We're the number 27, the senior. Batting from the right side, digging in. He is batting in place of Brett Gardner playing out in right field. Destin Unger on deck. Then we'll see the top of the order with Murphy. Deaton digs in. Pitch on the way from Kaufman. Just catches the outside corner, strike 1. Kaufman does a good job to just pound the zone. He just stays in it, gets up on these batters. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 2 to Deaton. Destin Unger just making his way to the on-deck circle. 0-2. Pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 1. 1-2 goes the count as Deaton digs back in. Destin Unger on deck. Looks in, Kaufman. Shakes the second pitch off, too. Daniel sets up to the outside corner. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 3.
Just behind that one. We're going to get a visit to the mound here.
I think Daniels is trying to get together on their signs. He shook him off a couple times. He's trying to get it figured out.
Destin Unger's coming in for the Panthers.
Unger digs in, playing center field, batting in the 9 holes. He digs in from the right side, top of the third inning. 1 out gone, nobody on.
Got to get some offense going here.
Unger digs in. That one catches the inside corner, strike 1.
2 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second for the Tigers.
Kaufman looks in. Pitch on the way. And misses just a bit high. 1-1 goes the count. Kaufman looks in to Daniels. Pitch on the way. Misses high. 2-1 goes the count. Murphy on deck, as Murphy will take us back to the top of the order for the Panthers. Braden Hoy sitting behind him.
And we're still on our first time through, huh?
Yep. Pitch on the way. In there at the knees. Strike 2. 2-2 goes the count.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count. We'll go to the top of the order as Murphy sits over on deck next.
Looks in. Kaufman. The left-hander bringing it to the plate. Misses just a bit high. Full count. 3-2. 1 out gone as Kaufman looks back in to Daniels. Destin Unger digs in.
Had to be tough to lay off that last one.
Sets up. Unger ready for it. Pitch on the way from Kaufman. Swing and miss, but gets away from the catcher. Unger making his way down the first base line. Throw is there. Brought him up off the bag, but comes back down to the bag before Unger gets there, so he is out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Back to the top of the order we go now with Murphy.
That's 6 strikeouts on the day so far for Kaufman. Murphy coming up to the plate. Digs in from the right side. He struck out in his last at-bat in the first inning as Murphy sets up. Pitch on the way from Kaufman. Swing and miss, strike 1. 0-1 goes the count. Digs in. Pitch on the way and swing and miss, strike 2 to Murphy. Pitch count goes 0-2, 2 outs gone. Panthers trail it by 8 runs. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Kaufman looks in, pitch on the way, misses high, 1-2 goes the count. What a nice facility over here.
Yeah, I mean,
we were over here for basketball during district times. We've been over here a couple times, but it is a nice facility.
Yeah, nice baseball field, nice gym, nice football field.
Pitch on the way, gets him looking. Strike 3 called, and that'll do it in the top of the 3rd inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Panthers trail it 8-0. And coming up on the other side, we'll have Carpenter, Brotherton, and then back to the top of the order with Ruiski. I'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers trail 8-0 here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Braden Hoy still on the mound for the Panthers. Eli Golden able to end that last inning by throwing one out. Wasn't paying attention for the throwdown here.
Destin didn't even know it was out there next to him.
No. They were going for the throwdown, and Harker was not expecting it back at second. Murphy wasn't over there at all.
And the gigantic third baseman steps back in.
As Carpenter digs in, he gets another attempt. He walked in as at last at bat. Pitch on the way. And catches the outside corner, strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike to count.
Braden pitch on the way. This one finds the gap out there in the left field, and that'll be a single for Carpenter.
Yeah, just between the shortstop and the third baseman there. No way.
He did a good job to take that outside pitch and just go the other way with it.
Put it where there ain't.
Yep, Carpenter didn't hit that one necessarily hard, but he took that outside pitch and just put it right between Sam and Harker and out in the left field. Brotherton comes up to the plate. He was able to get on last time with an error. Runner stands at first as Braden looks in. Carpenter takes his lead. Pitch on the way. That one misses low. Ball 1-0. Bottom of the third inning. Down by 8 runs. 1-0 count. Braden comes set, looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one misses low and outside. 2-0 goes the count. Hollister put up 2 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second. They start off with the lead runner on at first, no outs. And the 9-hitter at the plate in the top of the order waiting behind him.
It was rough in the first, but it just kind of came undone in the second.
Pitch on the way, misses outside, gets away from Eli. Runner moves up 90 feet. .3-0 count to Brotherton.
Be the second pass ball today.
Brotherton, he's the one that he bunted in his last at bat. Throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. He was safe. Brotherton digs in, pitch on the way, and just catches it for strike 1.
That breaking ball looks so weird from up here.
3-1 goes the count.
Looks like it's going to hit the batter, and it just breaks back in at the last minute.
Pitch on the way. Low and away, ball 4.
And Coach Richardson's going to make a visit to the mound here.
Yep, and I'd say this will probably do it. Coach Richardson makes his way out. Panthers trail by 8 runs in the bottom of the third inning. No outs, runners at first and second. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Briar Parson comes in to pitch as Parsons takes the hill in relief of Braden Hoy. Tough day for Hoy. Had several errors behind him. Just had a hard time getting outs today. Gave up 8 runs through 2 innings. Wasn't able to record an out here in the third. Has runners at first and second, so both runners on the bags belong to Braden. Braden moves out to left field. Cale Gardner moves from left to right. Brett Gardner checks out as Briar Parsons comes in. Now Deaton will bat for Briar, as Deaton was DHing for Brett Gardner.
First
Looks
pitch
in.
on the way from Parsons.
Pitch on the way, lays down the bunt, goes down the third base line. It's going to be trouble. Sam, throw to first. Nobody's out.
It was between the pitcher and the third baseman.
Yep, and it caught Breyer by surprise, it looked like.
We'll bring up Cooper Kaufman.
Bases loaded up.
That's a tough way to start out.
I'm a little surprised the way Ruiski swung the bat there in the first. You wouldn't have him just swinging away. Kaufman comes up to the plate. He had a single in his last at bat. Swing and miss, strike one.
Yeah, you can feel the wind from that way up here.
Kaufman's been on due to an error and a single so far. Kaufman digs in from the left side. Bases loaded up for him. Pitch on the way. Misses outside. Eli comes up, gives the fake down the third base line to get Carpenter back.
Counts 1-1 here.
1-1, no outs. Bases are juiced. Kaufman digs in. Pitch on the way, and this one pounded to deep right center. Can they run it down? And no, gets back behind Destin Unger. That'll drive in two. Are we going to get a third one in? Third one comes in. Two, excuse me.
I thought it was 3-2.
I seen another one standing around there. That's the batter coming up to the plate.
Yeah, I thought it was 3-2. Big rip for a double there for Kaufman.
That brings Daniels up to the plate. He has struck out and been on with an error. Panthers trail at 10-0 in the bottom of the third. Still no outs. Runners at second and third for the Tigers.
Man, the Panthers don't be careful here. We're going to be going home early. 10-0 here in the third.
Briar Parsons looks in. Briar in relief of Braden Hoy. Pitch on the way from Briar. Swing and miss, strike one.
Tried to check up on it, but he was 3/4 of the way around before he decided against it. Tigers have scored 2 in the first, 6 in the second, 2 in the third.
Gonna have a pinch runner here for Kaufman.
Looks that way.
Getting a courtesy runner for his pitcher. 0-1. Runners at second and third. Daniels, the catcher, digs in. Pitch on the way.
Over the top.
This one back behind Eli. Runner coming to the plate. He's
hit
safe.
him in the face with it.
Runner moves from second to third. Brings one in on the wild pitch.
Makes it 11-0.
Daniels still at the plate.
It's a 1-1 count here to Daniels. Tigers in front.
1-1, still no outs. Runner stands at third. Daniels digs in. Pitch on the way, and this one jammed him, fouls it off.
He swung late on that.
Looked like it was in off the hands.
Is that 2?
1-2 goes the count.
I think he saw it and was like, ooh.
Been on with the air, struck out in his last at bat, and he's in a 1-2 count. Pitch on the way from Parsons, and this one fouled off.
Way in front of it. Way in front of it.
Daniel steps back in. Briar Parsons on the hill, the left-hander. Briar, another one, just a sophomore. Pitch on the way from Parsons, and this one
lifted.
Popped up. Can we make a play? Harker calls for it and makes the play at short.
We're out number 1. For the inning.
Brings Huck up to the plate. Huck has struck out and doubled today. Where's the number 19? Plays over at first base. Bats from the left side.
Still a runner at third here.
Digs in as Parsons looks into Eli. Eli sets him up. Pitch on the way. Misses high and away. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
1-0 goes the count. Parsons looks back in. Runner stands at third. cleanup hitter at the plate with Huck. Pitch on the way. Misses high. 2-0, snap throw down the third base line. He's back and safe.
Good throw by Eli.
2-0. Parsons on the hill. Eli behind the plate. Hutzel over at first. Still have Murphy at second. At third with Sam Peterson. At short with Harker. Braden Hoy moved from the pitching spot out there to left field. Pitch on the way. Misses high and away. Ball 3. Unger in center, and Kel Gardner went from left to right, by the way. And Brett Gardner had come out as Breyer came in.
It's a hard time with control today out there on the mound.
3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball
There
right
we
down
go.
the middle. Strike 1. 3-1 goes the count. 1 out, gone. Runner at third. Got him some pink gloves. Notice that?
Pink
Pitch
shiny gloves.
on the way, and this one
Runner's
pops
in
away from
score.
Eli. Runner comes in. Batter is safe at first.
Makes it 12-0.
So Huck draws the walk. Donathan comes up. He had the triple in his last at bat.
Yeah. He's
Grounded
looked
into a 1-3. He had the bunt was thrown out in his first at bat and then tripled in his last at bat. Panthers down 12-0. Pitch on the way, misses high, 1-0. 1-0 count. Huck takes his lead over at first base for Hollister. Breyer checks off, looks in, pitch on the way, and this one popped up. Going to make a play for out number 2. Destin Unger gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Pops him out to center field.
Let's bring up number 1.
Brings Y up to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out today. Wearing the number 1, bats from the right side. He is DHing in place of the center fielder. Digs in, 2 outs gone. Runner stands at first. Panthers trail by 12. Pitch on the way from Parsons and almost hit him inside.
Got him again.
1-0. Y digs in. It's a 1-0 count to him as Parsons checks off, looks in, pitch on the way. This one, a little blooper out to right field. It may be trouble. It gets down. And that's going to put runners at second and third as it kind of popped away from Cale. Just a little blooper out there to shallow right. Cale had a long way to go get it, and then when he got there, kind of popped away from him, which allowed the runner to go from first to second. So now puts him at second and third and brings Beebe up. Beebe has grounded into a 6-3, and he's walked today.
Just not a lot going the Panthers' way today.
No. It's been one of those days. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way from Parsons. The grounder to second. Murphy gloves it. The throw to first is in time, and Hutzel has it. Groundsman to a 4-3, and that'll do it here in the third. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Panthers trail it 12-0. So we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Kaufman comes back out here for the Hollister Tigers, and he's pitched a well of a game here for the Hollister Tigers so far. Coming up to lead it off for the Panthers, Braden Hoy. We'll see Hoy, Hutzel, Peterson, your 2, 3, and 4 batters in the lineup today. Hoy struck out in his last at bat. So he steps up to the plate. Down by 12 runs. 12-0 the score, top of the 4th inning at Hollister. And tomorrow they'll play Forsyth, by the way. We played in Ozark. Pitch on the way from Kaufman. This one grounded to short on the third hop. The scoop, the throw, pulled him off the bag, but gets down with it. Grounds him into a 6-3.
Man, that was close.
Yep.
That was real close. Braden gave it all there to get to first. Just a step
nearly
too
legged
slow.
out.
Big Garrett Hutzel.
Hutzel digs in from the right side. Hutzel in his last at bat grounded out to second base. Pitch on the way, misses low, ball 1, 1-0.
Taking a trip out to the mound, talk to the pitcher as the catcher. And he's already done.
Yep.
It's a quick one.
Just confirming signs. Making sure they're on the same page. They've done that a couple times. Daniel sets up to the outside. Kaufman with the pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 1. Hutzel chased that one outside. 1-1 count, 1 out gone. On deck is Sam Peterson. Peterson has been on with a walk. Pitch on the way and misses low. 2-1 goes the count. Looks in, pitch coming. Swing and miss, strike 2. Panthers still looking for their first hit of the day, by the way.
Just nothing really working out there for him.
The only base runner we had was Peterson. Then we had Gardner. Kale grounded into a fielder's choice. Pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner, gets him looking. Strike 3.
2 down here in the top of the 4th.
Here comes Sam Peterson. Peterson comes up to the plate, batting from the right side, wearing the number 1, senior third baseman for the Panthers.
You're going to have to get something going here pretty quick. After 5, we're done if they can't.
We've got to just find a way to put the ball in play. Pitch on the way, misses high, ball 1, 1-0 count.
A little high and tight there. What is the shortstop and the second baseman got to be getting tired.
Pitch on the way, misses high, 2-0.
You see that? After every pitch, they run to the bag and shake hands.
Yep. Back at between short and second.
Yeah.
2-0 count, 2 outs gone, nobody on for Sam. Pitch on the way, and did that hit him? Nope.
It looked like
just
it to me.
missed him. Just missed him, but it's a 3-0 count. Sam steps back in.
First batter he's having any trouble with.
Pitch on the way and misses outside. Ball 4 puts Sam over at first. So Sam has drawn 2 walks today. On base percentage looking good for Sam.
Getting a pinch, or here's your.
Harker comes up. As Harker batting in the 5-hole, struck out his last at bat.
Pitch out.
2 outs gone. Sam stands over at first base. Harker digs in. On deck is Kel Gardner. Pitch on the way and tried to pull back on it, but came around. Strike 1. Kind of a check swing.
2 out here.
Started to come around before he realized how high that ball was. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and miss. That's a good-looking swing. Just didn't get a hold of it. 0-2.
And then pitch fooled him. 2 out here. 0-2 count.
0-2, 2 outs. Kaufman looks in. Pitch on the way.
Ooh, inside.
Gets away. Sam's going to move up 90 feet. Kind of held up. And then he's seen that ball pops away from him. Moves up to second. Pitch count 1-2, 2 outs gone. Harker at the plate as he digs in.
Desperately need some offense here from the Panthers.
Sam takes his lead. Kaufman looks in to Daniels. Pitch on the way. Started at it, backed off. Said it missed, ball 2.
He was telling the official, I didn't swing at that.
Pitch count goes 2-2. 2 outs gone.
And they do go ahead and appeal down to second base. Umpire says no. Didn't go. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs gone. Runner stands at second. Harker at the plate.
Set. Looks at second base.
Looks in, pitch on the way. This one fouled back. Harker battling. Fell into the count here. 0-2, battled back, makes it a 2-2 count, and then fouls one off. Kilgardner on deck. Harker at the plate as Harker digs in from the right side. Harker playing shortstop this year for the Panthers. Kaufman looks in. Daniel sets up to the inside corner. Pitch on the way. Misses high and in, ball 3.
Definitely had a lot more trouble with the Panthers this inning than he's had in the first 3.
Full count as Kaufman looks in.
Time.
Good job by Harker. Don't let that bat get heavy up there on your forearms and just hold it forever. As he's shaking off pitches, Harker takes time and steps out. Full count. Kaufman looks in. Pitch on the way. Swing and missed. Strike 3. So that'll do it here in the top of the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th as we'll see Brotherton. And then the top of the order for Hollister and the bottom of the 4th inning. Panthers trail it 12-0 as we send it back. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Panthers trail it 12-0. I was off by 1. Coming up, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Hollister Tigers. You'll see Carpenter coming up. He walked and singled in his 2 at-bats today. Brotherton will bat behind him. He's been on with an error and has also walked today. Then we go to the top of the order with Ruiski, who's doubled, singled, and walked on the day. So that's who we'll see 1, 2, and 3 here.
You're going to have to find something defensively out here. You're in danger of ending this game early.
And we need a good, quick inning just to get something rolling. Find a way to get out here with some confidence. As Carpenter digs in from the left side. Parsons digs in. Parsons set up on the hill, looks in, the left-hander ready to go to work. Pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 1. Breyer has come in relief of Braden Hoy. Down by 12 runs, bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way, and misses inside, 2-0. We just have not been able to get up on these batters. We've fallen behind early in these counts. Pitch on the way. Checked at it, let it go, catches the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 goes the count. We've already got the lights on, ready to go. Pitch on the way, and this one fouled off, 2-2 count.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on when we pulled in.
Yeah, that's how we knew where the baseball field was.
Yeah. Yep. 2-2 count. Carpenter digs in. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 3. It's the first time today we've got the leadoff batter.
Yep.
Brings Brotherton up to the plate. Brotherton's been on with an error, and he's walked.
It's only
On deck is Ruiski.
probably third strikeout of the day, isn't it? Second or third?
I'll have to take a look here. I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, fourth one of the day.
Fourth one of the day. I was wrong.
Pitch on the way. Misses high and in, 1-0. On the other side, 9 Panthers have struck out today. Parsons looks in the 1-0 count. Brotherton at the plate. Pitch on the way and misses high and in, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike on this cool, windy afternoon here in Hollister.
Comes set, pitch on the way from Breyer, misses high and away, 3-0. 3-0 count, 1 out gone. Top of the order awaits behind Brotherton, and they've been deadly. Pitch on the way, misses high, walks him on 4 pitches.
The Tigers have a base runner on here in the 4th.
Back to the top of the order with Ruiski. Ruiski has been on all 3 times today. He has doubled, walked, and singled. I mean, he started this thing off by ripping one out there to left field over Cale's head.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be gone.
Yep.
I think if the wind was blowing out, it probably would have been.
Pitch on the way,
Ooh,
misses
fell off the
outside,
mound.
and just kind of fell away.
Parsons overshot just about fell.
1-0.
Lost his balance and ended up over near third base. Or to the third base side. He wasn't near the
1-0 count. Pitch on the way. It's there.
was a
Outside
good
corner.
one.
Strike 1.
That was a good one.
1-1. 1 out gone. Runner stands at first. Ruiski at the plate.
Ruiski with a chance.
Ruiski, the shortstop for the Hollister Tigers. Wearing the number 4, bats from the right side. Pitch on the way and misses high. 2-1. Kaufman on deck. Kaufman today's been on with an error, singled and doubled.
2 balls and a strike. 1 on, 1 out.
Digs back into the 2-1 count. Runner takes his lead over at first. That's Brotherton at first. Pitch on the way.
Big
Swing and
swing.
miss. Strike 2.
And a count even at 2 and 2.
2-2 count. 1 out gone. Runner stands at first for the Hollister Tigers.
1 on, 1 out here for the Tigers, batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. They lead at 12-0.
Steps in. Runner takes his lead over at first. Breyer checks off, looks in, pitch on the way. This one just poked that bat out there and got a hold of it, fouls it off. Looked like he was just trying to protect there.
Yeah, a little bit outside. He probably could have let it go.
May have been a defensive swing. Man thought it was just close enough on that outside corner.
You never know.
Looks in, pitch on the way, and this one popped up. Can we make a play on it? Murphy calling for it, It's going to drop. The throw to short, not going to get there in time. Puts runners at first and second. Murphy tracking that ball and not able to come down with it. He then comes up trying to make the throw to Harker, who's standing over at second base to see if he can get the force there, and runner slides in just safe.
Just nothing going the Panthers' way here today.
That brings Kaufman up to the plate, left-handed batter. Misses high, 1-0. Been on with an error, a single, and a double today.
Reached the air in the first inning as he hit a fly ball to right field. He singled and he has doubled.
Runners on first and second here.
Left-hand hitter.
Parsons comes set, checks off back at second, looks in, pitch on the way. Misses high, 2-0.
Would represent the winning run at the plate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, potentially could. Potentially could. Yeah, if they score 3 runs, you're done. Parsons comes set, pitch on the way. Misses low, 3-0. Yeah, they put up 2 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and 4 in the third.
3 balls and no strikes.
Breyer started this inning off with a strikeout. Pitch on the way. Looked at it. Takes strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
One away here.
Parsons second.
Parsons set on the mound. Here we go.
Pitch on the way, and this one popped up, playable. This may be a fielder's choice here.
No, he dropped it again.
Runner, no one's moving.
Somebody's
The runner's
gotta
at
go
first and second.
There's going to be an out. Well,
What's the call?
And they called infield fly as
they called an infield fly.
Oh,
So I think the runner's going to have to go back to second.
that's what they had to have called.
well, how come the last one was an infield fly?
Because it wasn't in the infield.
You're
It was
so
far
smart.
enough back over in the, the shallow right.
I swear, it's like you don't like me or something.
You
Just
set
any
yourself
chance
up
you
for
could
it.
get to put one on me, you're gonna do it.
I think they're trying to figure out what's going on here.
See, it wasn't just me.
All right, everybody's back and good. Okay. So 2 outs gone.
I say it looked like it was in the same place he made the play on the other one.
2 outs gone. Runners at first and second.
Risky was staying there at first base and didn't try to make it to second because the infield fly rule had been called.
Pitch on the way. Misses outside. Ball 1.
Daniels looking for his first hit of the day. He reached via an error in the first inning. He struck out.
Daniels digs in from the right side. A 1-0 count. 2 outs gone. Runners at first and second for him. Pitch on the way, and this one fouled straight back right at us. 1-1 count. Briar
Two outs
Parsons
here.
on the hill. Looks in, pitch on the way from the lefty. Just missed. 2-1.
Parsons gets set.
Runners at first and second as Parsons looks in. Pitch on the way. This one bounces away from Eli.
Runners go.
They move up 90 feet, puts them at second and third. 3-1 goes the count. Daniels at the plate. On with an error. He is struck out and popped out to the shortstop. Three-one count as Daniels digs in. Daniels batting in the 3-hole for the Hollister Tigers, who's got one of the absolute best facilities for baseball in the area. Pitch on the way as he watches that one miss just below the knees. Ball 4.
I'm
So
telling
Daniels
you,
draws the walk.
Parsons just can't catch a break out there.
Brings Huck up to the plate. He has struck out, doubled, and drawn a walk today.
Time call.
Struck out in his first at bat.
Pinch
We'll have
runner.
a pinch runner, yep. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Comes up to the plate.
Those pink gloves.
Yep, the pink Bruce Bolts. Pitch on the way. This one fouled off. Heads up over there.
Goes 0-1.
0-1 goes the count. 2 outs gone. Bases are juice for the cleanup man, Huck. Briar Parsons looks in here for the Panthers. Briar comes set. Pitch on the way. This one fouled off. Close to the same spot. 0-2 goes the count. See if Briar can set him down here.
2 outs here. Needs it in a big way to get out of the inning. With the bases loaded.
Pitch on the way. Misses high and outside. 1-2.
Look to try to be getting him to chase there.
It's a 1-2 count. Briar looks in. Eli sets up to the outside corner. Pitch on the way. Misses low. Catches it. I thought he missed low and away. He rings him up. Gets him looking. And that is the first time so far today that the Panthers have hung a 0 up on the Tigers in an inning. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Panthers trail 12-0. So we send it back here listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on your home of Panthers Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers trail at 12-0, top of the 5th inning. Panthers needing at least 3 runs to keep this game moving. Cale Gardner will lead it off. Cale bats from the left side. He's only had 1 at bat on the day, and he grounded into a fielder's choice. Eli Golden on deck. He has struck out today, and Deaton will follow him and bat third here. And Deaton struck out in his last at bat. There is a pitching change as Carpenter, the first baseman, has slid in to that pitching spot. Pitch on the way. This one fouled straight back. Carpenter.
Yep. Made the comment about them going to Carpenter and not letting the previous pitcher finish the no-hitter.
Carpenter was the third baseman. I think I said first. Yep. He played over at third. Yeah, I mean, had the no-hitter going. Pitch on the way. This one fouled back.
0-2.
As Kaufman pitched very well today for the Hollister Tigers. Not gave up a hit.
I think he went a little deeper in the count.
Some of that may be just trying not to overextend his arm early in the year. Pitch on the way. Misses low, 1-2.
Yeah, you want him to come out here and go 1-2-3 and be done.
Pitch count goes 1-2. Cale digs in from the left side. Pitch on the way from the right-hander. Swing and miss, but gets way back behind the catcher, and Cale's going to be safe at first. So Cale gets on, strikes out, ball gets away from the catcher, no throw, brings Eli Golden up to the plate. And there has been a change at catcher, by the way, so Y has came in to catch for Daniels. As Cale Gardner makes it over to first, Eli Golden comes up to the plate. Eli batting from the right side as he digs in. Pitch on the way, swing and miss, strike 1.
0-1 the count, no outs here. Top of the 5th.
Looks in, runner takes his lead at first. Y sets up, pitch on the way, and catches it there, strike 2. Catches that outside corner. 0-2 goes the count.
He's looking to stay low in the strike zone and paint the corners.
0-2 count. Carpenter checks off on Cale over at first. Comes set. Looks in. Pitch on the way and catches the outside corner and gets Eli looking.
One away here.
Brings Deaton up to the plate. Deaton, the senior, DHing for Briar Parsons now. Was DHing for Brett Gardner, as he is batting for Briar Parsons, who come in to pitch. Deaton digs in from the right side. He struck out in his last at bat. Pitch is outside, gets away. Kell moves up to second. Pitch count goes 1-0 to Deaton. It's a 1-0 count. Carpenter checks off. Pitch on the way. Just missed outside. 2-0 count. Unger on deck, then back to the top of the order, by the way. Checks off, looks in, pitch on the way, and just missed. 3-0.
Like it was low.
Count, 1 out gone. Carpenter looks in, checks off on Kell back at second. Pitch on the way and catches the inside corner, strike one. Deaton was on the take there.
He doesn't have much velocity on it, does he? But he sure can paint the corners with it.
Comes set in a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. Catches him at the knee. Strike two. What do we have going on here?
The outfield official sending him down to first. What happened? Is it a balk?
Huh?
Would it be a balk?
So they put Deaton, yeah. They put Deaton on at first. I don't know if it's something with I don't know what happened. Puts runners at first and second now. And here comes Destin Unger with 1 out gone. Pitch on the way and misses low, ball one. Top of the order awaits with Murphy on deck. Unger has struck out in his only at bat today. 1-0 pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner, strike one. 1-1 count. Sunny and windy today. Got a little chill in the air. It is the first game of the year.
Turner.
1-1.
Yeah, you never know how spring baseball is going to go, or softball.
Looks in, yeah, weather-wise. Pitch on the way. This one fouled back, 1-2.
I think I tried to call a softball game in shorts and a T-shirt last year and almost froze to death.
Yep. 1-2 as Carpenter comes set, checks off, looks back in, pitch on the way. This one gets down, and that'll be the first hit of the day for the Panthers.
That's going to score
as Destin Unger, nope, runners will stay put, loads the bases up for the top of the order.
Bases loaded here for Murphy.
Murphy coming up to the plate. 1 out gone. Bases are loaded up for him. Braden Hoy on deck. Murphy has struck out. He's 0 for 2 on the day, with both being strikeouts. Pitch on the way, and at the knee, strike one. Kaufman had pitched the first 4 innings for Hollister of no-hit baseball, struck out 9. They brought in Carpenter here to pitch the top of the 5th. This one misses outside, 1-1.
You got to wonder if Hollister's coach is regretting that decision a little bit.
No, I'm sure some. I mean, no, it's I'm sure some of that is you just don't want to pitch him too much here this early in the year. Make sure to get his arms stretched out. 12-run ball game. Pitch on the way. Misses high, 2-1. Carpenter comes set, looks in, Y behind the plate, pitch on the way. Misses high and in, 3-1.
Walk and run in here.
On deck, Braden Hoy. Murphy at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Carpenter comes set, pitch on the way, and in there, strike 2.
Brings it to a full count.
Full count, 1 out, gone. Bases are loaded up with Murphy at the plate for the Panthers. Down 12-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Carpenter's pitch on the way. This one fouled back.
3-2 the count here.
Shot at it.
Yep, here we go again.
Digs in. Carpenter's pitch on the way. This one grounded to first, and he's going to walk it over to first, gets the out. That does bring in a run for the Panthers.
Makes it 12-1, but still, you need to score 2 more before this game's out of danger of being over.
Braden Hoy comes up to the plate. Hoy with runners at second and third.
2 away here.
Carpenter comes set as Braden Hoy digs in. Pitch on the way. Misses low and away, ball 1. One 0 count to Braden. Braden on the day has struck out and grounded out to short. So he grounded into a 6-3.
So what you're saying is he's due, right?
That's right. Pitch on the way, and this one grounded to third off the hop. Looks across the diamond and got him as he grounds to a 5-3, and that'll end the ball game. And that does it for the Panthers. They squeeze one across here in the top of the 5th, but offensively got things going a little late as it was tough to solve Kaufman today. Kaufman pitched a heck of a ball game for Hollister. Panthers struggled early on, had several errors today, and had a hard time overcoming